Police officers deal with all kinds of criminals every day, but what happens when they encounter gun-wielding criminals prepared to give them a run for their money? On August 30th, 2021, Brevard County Sheriff deputies conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle in West Melbourne, Florida. Inside were 3 adults and a 9-month-old baby. While 2 of the adults exited the car to speak with the police, the third remained seated inside.
What's that? In the car? All right, partner. He wants to talk to you out here. Is that all you're? Yeah. You got? I'll watch it for you. He's all right. I got babies. Oh, you got a dog too? Hell. I'll make sure they're all right. I got babies too, man.
While one officer engaged in small talk with the 2 individuals outside the vehicle, the other, feeling uneasy about the third person still inside, tried to open the car door. And to say he was shocked by what he encountered would be an understatement.
Okay.
The police officers quickly fled and sought cover when the man in the vehicle brought out a rifle, setting the scene for a tense gunfight.
I'm hit! Shot through rifle!
At that moment, the suspect capitalized on the officer's loss of sight as they took cover, giving him the advantage to sneak up behind them. The fortunate aspect was that the suspect's gun jammed, forcing him to resort to using the butt of his rifle to repeatedly strike the officer's head. This gave the other officer an opportunity to approach from behind and neutralize the suspect. The suspect, later identified as 38-year-old Paris Wilder, was found to be a career criminal with over 40 arrests and 2 active warrants. He died at the scene while one of the officers sustained a gunshot wound to the leg and a fractured skull, but fortunately survived the encounter. While this suspect managed to gain the upper hand over the officers, he was ultimately subdued. However, in the next case, the suspects had the entire city of Atlanta under siege.
Whoa. Start right here? Yeah.
On April 12, 2021, a Georgia state trooper pursued and conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle speeding over 100 miles per hour along the interstate in West Atlanta. However, as the officer approached to speak with the passenger, something unexpected occurred. The car sped off, prompting the officer to rush back to his vehicle to initiate a car chase. After a prolonged car chase lasting over 5 minutes, the officer caught up with the vehicle and executed a successful pit maneuver, causing it to swerve out of view. However, this failed to halt the car's progress, as the occupants quickly regained control. Once they regained control, they pulled a fast one on the pursuing state trooper. One of the passengers brought out an assault rifle and fired multiple shots at the state troopers. Understanding the gravity of the situation and recognizing that the individuals in the car weren't playing around, the officers called for backup, summoning a full cavalry of law enforcement agencies, including a police helicopter, to join in the pursuit. A police sergeant quickly assumed command of the pursuit, issuing instructions to the other officers, but he soon found out firsthand the reason behind the state troopers' call for reinforcements.
Let's see what they do. Dispatch, we're right here going 69 miles an hour. I'm waiting to see what we do. We're turning right on Bankhead Highway. All right, get me some people up here. Let's get ready to do felony stop. If not, we will pit. Hey, just make sure we're backed off just enough, okay? I'm gonna try to turn on my scene lights. Dispatch, they're hitting their brakes. I'm waiting to see what they're about to do. Chief went back off of them.
229, you got Grand V Connor, you gotta worry about
I know, but I don't want to get up here where they're moving around. I'd rather just go ahead and disable them.
While still in pursuit, the passenger who had previously fired at the state trooper leaned out of his window while the car was still moving and shot at the sergeant leading the pursuit, striking him in the head. The sergeant's car collided with a pole, incapacitating the sergeant, but officers continued the pursuit as the threat had not been neutralized. The car chase continued, and at one juncture, the suspect vehicle came to a halt. The shooter exited with his rifle, prompting an officer trailing closely to exit his vehicle and seek cover behind it as well.
He's on my car! He's on my car! He's behind my car!
The officer had to flee on foot, realizing his service pistol was no match for the assailant's rifle. He was shot in the hand and ran in the bushes for cover. Meanwhile, the gunman returned to the vehicle and continued to drive once again. The car chase continued for another 10 minutes until another police car caught up with them, and as the officers closed in, something unbelievable occurred.
Whoa. Wanna start right here?
Yeah.
This was the moment when the shooter suddenly appeared in front of the police car out of nowhere. He fired several shots at their vehicle, injuring the officers inside. However, the officers managed to return fire, and the shot proved to be fatal for the shooter. The shooter was identified as 28-year-old Pierre Shelton, while the driver was his 22-year-old cousin, Aaron Shelton. Aaron attempted to flee but was quickly apprehended by the police. Despite their injuries, including the sergeant's gunshot wound to the head, all officers involved in the incident survived. Aaron was indicted on 22 counts, including felony murder, felony fleeing, and aggravated assault. He was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. If you enjoy our content, please show your support by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. In the cases so far, the shooters have been men. However, in the next case, the officers had to contend with a female suspect who was no pushover.
2615 County, we got shots fired up here. We need backup immediately. Start EMS. Start EMS. We got a...
Sheriff deputies from the Grady County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma, while conducting a welfare check in a neighborhood, spotted and arrested Rachel Clay after finding her crawling and barking in a yard within an unfamiliar compound. The officers placed her in handcuffs and secured her in the patrol car. While in the car, she managed to free herself from the handcuffs and continued her escape attempt. From the back seat, she reached through the partition to the front seat, accessed a switch to open a gun locker, and retrieved a rifle. She then loaded the rifle, aimed it out the rear window, and opened fire on both the officers and civilians engaged in discussion.
Ow! What was that? Oh! Man, Danny, I'm hit right here. Yeah. I'm hit right here too, Danny. Hit in the head. 2615 County, we got shots fired up here. We need backup immediately. Start EMS. Start EMS. We got to... What the heck? Did she get out of her cuffs? No. Did it go in? Stay in. You see her, Danny? You got eyes on? Huh? Shots fired. Get over here. Get over here. Your dad's hit, man.
The officers were stunned by how she managed to access their rifle, especially considering they had her in handcuffs before placing her in the car. Additional police units were called for backup, leading to a prolonged standoff with the suspect who barricaded herself inside the police vehicle. After several hours, she eventually surrendered. Subsequent drug testing revealed she was under the influence of illegal substances. She was charged with 3 felony counts of shooting with intent to kill, while Rachel Clay resorted to attacking the cops from inside their car. The suspect in the next case, Mark Anthony, took a different approach, luring the officers to his home to gain an advantage. On December 10th, 2021, Houston police officers responded to a call from a family member reporting 26-year-old Mark Anthony Lyman for threatening to kill members of his family. Upon arrival, Mark Anthony was not at home, but officers located him based on the description provided by his family. As the officers attempted to conduct a traffic stop on him, Mark Anthony fled, initiating a pursuit. The chase ended when Anthony drove home, exited the vehicle, and his subsequent actions gave the officers an idea of why his family had called them in the first place.
Firearm, he's got a gun out the window. He got a gun out the window, he's stopping at the house.
The address. Dispatch address. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Get down, move. Get away. Do not move. I will blow you, do not move. Keep your hands up. Get on your stomach. Yeah, your stomach right here. Don't put your hands.
The officer's gunshot struck Mark Anthony, thwarting his escape plan.
Suspect's detained. Get an EMS, alright? I got EMS coming, okay?
EMS were called to the scene, and Mark Anthony was transported to the hospital, where he survived the gunshot wound. His family claimed he had mental health issues, but he was charged for the shooting regardless. While Mark Anthony may have posed a challenge for the police, the suspect in the next case proved to be far deadlier, as he had a lot of tricks up his sleeves. On June 29, 2023, Baltimore police initiated a car pursuit after a man whom officers recognized as having a pending arrest warrant fled the scene, following a lengthy car chase, during which the suspect fired shots from his SUV. He eventually abandoned his vehicle and attempted to flee on foot, and the events that transpired afterwards were beyond breathtaking.
Somebody get my truck. It's 1 block west.
After attempting to flee, he realized he was already surrounded by the police. He discarded his pistol for a rifle, sending a clear message that if they wanted to apprehend him, they would have to work for it.
Got a rifle.
The officer's gun managed to hit the suspect, and the shot proved to be fatal, neutralizing him. The next case takes us to Florida, where the police had a dangerous murderer to contend with. On August 29, 2020, officers from the Daytona Beach Police Department were deployed after receiving an anonymous tip that a murder suspect, Michael Harris, was hiding out at an apartment complex. Given reports that Harris had allegedly shot a woman twice in the back a couple of weeks prior, the police went in fully prepared.
Listen, if he's in there, you need to tell us.
I don't know a Michael Green.
Okay, who?
Michael Anthony Harris.
Hey, sir,
I don't
she
know
don't live
that
up.
name.
I mean, she
I
stayed
don't
up. The
know
girl
that
getting
name.
hurt and started
I don't
up.
know.
The light-skinned girl and the dude that with the gun. I think he ended up, or he just jumped out the window. I'm not sure.
Okay. Can you open this up?
His name is Michael Harris. They call him Michael Mike. Anna Mike.
Let me get away from this. Step aside.
It may be our lot. I don't have no kids.
The woman attempted to protect the suspect, but a neighbor, likely the one who made the anonymous call, intervened and informed the police that they had the correct apartment and the suspect was inside. With the suspect's location confirmed, there was only one course of action left to take.
I'm checking my feet.
Police department, show me your hands! Hands! Hands!
He's in that door.
Hands!
At that moment, the officer was struck, but he immediately returned fire.
Put the gun down!
Hands up! Put your hands up!
Hands up! I'm hit!
All right, we got it. We got it. Open that door!
Hey! The woman that's screaming! You need to put your hands up right now and open that door!
Get back.
With a woman trapped inside with the gunman, ensuring her safety became the new and immediate priority.
Open the door right now! We're not gonna shoot you! Open the door!
Open the door! We're not gonna shoot. Open the door!
He's in front of the door.
He's in front of the door?
He's not. Listen. Look, you're supposed to open my hands. You're supposed to open my hands.
Okay, I see your fingers. Shut the door open.
Listen.
Just come to the side of my voice. Follow me.
Okay.
All right, she's coming out. She's coming out. Come to me, sweetie. Come to me. Yeah, I got you. Come to me. Come to me.
Please don't shoot.
I'm not shooting. Come to me. Come to me. Get out the door. All right, right out the door. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Yo, secure her. Secure her.
Where is he at? Who can see him?
After successfully rescuing the woman, the officer promptly resumed the business of the day, neutralizing the dangerous suspect.
Yeah, you good, boss?
Hey, I'm hit in the chest.
You want to duck out of here?
Nah, no, I'm getting...
Got them, boss. Side.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands right now!
Yeah, don't go to it, Joe. Don't go to that window.
Hey, I need you to stack up on me, all right?
All right, coming up.
Keep the radio channel down for now, please.
You got gloves on you, boss? I'll just start in there, Nick.
No, I got no gloves on me. This guy.
Okay?
I'm in, I got hit in the chest. I'm good, man.
With the barrage of shots fired at the suspect, it would be miraculous if he survived. The suspect was confirmed dead at the scene, and the officer who was hit at the beginning of the encounter had to undergo medical evaluation.
I'm hit in the chest.
Seriously? Where you at?
Oh, I can't breathe.
He got hit in the chest. No hole, brother.
Fortunately for the officer, he was wearing a bulletproof vest and did not sustain any injuries. If you liked this video, YouTube thinks you will like these videos even more.